go to jiu-jitsu class for the most part, people are just sitting around like slugs.
Yeah.
And I say like slugs because people are literally like slouching really, like just the shittest posture, like they're on their couch.
Yeah.
Before a class. And it's like, bitch, you can do something. Like,
Yes.
you can just copy that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like I know you know something.
Yeah, but I think people get a little bit self-conscious because
do.
it's not explicit, right? Unless the coach says, when I walk in, I'm going to see your motherfuckers doing something.
See these posters?
Yeah.
These fucking drills here.
Do that.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
And unless the coach says, people don't.
And if
right?
it's like, if you're like 2 months in, you definitely don't feel confident enough within that zone
to do that.
to like stuff and repping shit out.
Yeah, and people are like, what the fuck's that guy doing? Just trying to jazzercise, man.
Relax, white belt.
But here's the interesting thing. I feel that there is a shift here and that newer people are trying new shit. It is more established people who've done it for maybe 4 or 5 years and they're like, fuck, we never did that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit. Like, look where I am now. I'm a purple belt. I come late every day. I still smoke y'all. Look, this is laziness manifest and it's also ego manifest. You're saying I have skills, therefore I don't have to work for where I am. And that's kind of bullshit. You're going to get snapped up by someone who is more prepared. Now, can you get away with it? Yes. Should you? Well, that's actually just a shitty attitude to have, which is like, I'm going to do the absolute minimum to just skate by. Well, is that a good example? So here's the thing that a lot of people don't think about. Even if you're not that much further ahead of someone else in the jiu-jitsu journey, they're looking at what you're doing. Like if you're a 2 or 3 stripe white belt, the new white belts are like, oh, what do they do? And so really, if you're a purple belt, even though you probably don't give a shit about anyone else and that's why you come when you come and you do what you do, you are setting an example and you're setting a shit example. So it is a cop-out for you to go, well, this works for me this far, because you know what? In about a year or 2, you're going to be that up brown belt who's so injured, you don't get your black belt. Like, that's what it is. So let's stop repeating these mistakes. Let's set a good example for other people and just know that, like, it does take a little bit of courage to do something different. It does, because you're the weirdo, right? And I'm always happy to be the fucking weirdo. I mean, I'm that guy. I don't care. But here's the deal. When I get out there and I smoke you on the fucking mat, you're going to wish you were weird like me, bro. You're going to wish you were. Because sitting there shying away from someone else criticizing you for doing something different is kind of, it's kind of cowardice in a way. And so without getting too heavy on it, it's like, don't be afraid to do what's right for you. And sometimes that's rehab shit. And if you've got a bad ankle and someone sees you doing some weird exercise, like, what are you doing? You're like, I'm rehabbing my ankle. They're not going to be like, idiot. You're like, no, I get it. You're injured.
Yeah, no one's actually judging you.
No,
like,
you
that's
just,
the thing. It's all in your head.
Yeah.
And yeah, like full credit, like, you know, slack made for the newer individuals who are like, I just walked into this place. I don't, you know, it's like, fair enough. You need to get a bit of, feel like you got a bit of ownership of the environment before you want to do stuff. But yeah, like I really think for the people who've been at the gym for longer, whether they've got a colored belt or they're just like, they've been there and they know everyone, like I really expect more of those people. And I think that, you know, I'm sure that anyone listening to this, if you look at who it is that you want to be like, you don't look at like, I don't know, some lazy athlete that's, you know, that really just kind of doesn't give a shit about their own health. And
Skates
you don't look
by.
at them and go, yeah, fuck yeah. You look at like Dante Leon, you look at like Craig Jones, you look at Gordon Ryan, you know, you look at these people, you look at Fionn Davies and you're like,
They put in endless work.
I admire that person. I guarantee you, all those people are warming up.
Crazy
like
amounts
they're
of
looking
work.
after themselves, right? And we're not going into all of the other health aspects now. But the first thing you can do, doesn't require any money or any equipment, is just to have a little warm-up process.
Yeah.
You know, we put drills all out on our Instagram and shit. Like, you just copy that stuff.